How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video. It is hot as balls out, but I figured it would be better if me actually driving the car than you guys just staring at it and me talking about it. I figured this is a little bit more entertaining, and I did want to drive the car. But anyway, I got the smaller pulley put on. I went back to the same shop just because it was so close to my area. So I went to the same shop, and well, nothing great happened. You know what? It got substantially worse. Let's just start with that. So I went back and put back on the 14 psi pulley because the 24 psi pulley was just overpowering my valves or my valve springs, one or the other. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and go back. Let me explain to them like the stuff that I feel that's wrong with the car, and maybe they can figure it out. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait. So I took back the car. I told them, hey man, so when I let off the gas too, it's jolting. I don't know if it's just because it's not a complete tune or what, but it jolts a little bit when I let off the gas. Again, I don't know what that's about. I told them how when I let off the gas, the air fuel doesn't really balance out like before, or on a normal car or my motorcycle, you let off the gas and then your air fuel ratio numbers increase. Therefore, like, you have a weird mixture and it starts popping and crackling and stuff like that. And my car used to do that before, and I would notice my air fuel right here max out, and I'd be like, okay, cool. Now it doesn't even change. I let off the gas and it's like idling still, the air fuel. Again, I don't know if it's an E85 thing or anything, but I mentioned that. They didn't take care of anything. They legit didn't take care of anything. So I get a message from them saying that the car's done, and it had only been on the dyno for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. He was telling me that they couldn't get it on the dyno until after lunch. Here, I'm gonna hit the freeway right here, but he was saying that he couldn't get it on the dyno until after lunch. And so he called me and said it was done an hour after lunch ended. So that means that by the time they got it strapped up, ready to go, all strapped in and everything, it was maybe on the dyno for 30 to 45 minutes. You can't tune a car in 30 to 45 minutes. I don't care who you think you are. You don't know what's best for the car in that amount of time. That's one dyno pass, that's it. That's not doing anything. There's no way. So he told me that I gained, okay, I was at 481, I think, on 91 on this pulley. So 491, oh no, my bad, 481, 91 octane, 14 psi, which still sounds too low to me, okay? I've heard other cars doing way more with less boost. But he told me on E85, we're on full E85, boys. Listen to the whopping numbers we've gained. We've gained 15 horsepower. Yes, I spent $4,000 on 15 horsepower, and that doesn't even include all the labor and shit like that. Yeah, that sounds like a good job. Woo, yeah, 15 horsepower. Yeah, I'm gonna notice that. Come on, man, 15 horsepower, and now I have shittier MPG, and a whole bunch of other stuff is wrong now. So anyway, I go and I pick up the car, and I get in it and I'm like, whatever, at least it's gonna run right, it's gonna run smoother, I'm gonna want to be able to drive it and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's gonna be a better car, and it's just gonna be like this until I go to the next shop. I get in the car, I turn it on, I back out, and I go around the block, and I notice my tachometer isn't reading correctly. It's still not, actually. And I was like, what the hell, why isn't it reading correctly? So I was on the same street, I went back and I was like, yo, my tach isn't reading correctly, it hasn't done this before. And he was like, oh, really? What? Oh, well, maybe it'll fix itself. I don't know. Sometimes after you tune them, they have to recalibrate and stuff like that. It's been 24 hours. It's still fucked. So it's not that. I tried resetting the tune and reflashing it on. Wasn't that. So I don't know. They did something with my tach. Now, I messaged the owner this morning, and he said it's mechanical, so they had nothing to do with it. But it's just a weird coincidence then that it stopped working right as like what kind of bullshit is that? All right, let me hit this freeway really quick. Anyway, so then I continue, I go home, and the car still jolts, the car still runs like ass, the air fuel still doesn't balance. Just overall, it's just a piece of shit right now. This thing just runs like garbage. It's running okay right now, but that's because I'm not letting off the gas. The tachometer, like I said, is reading 1,000 RPM low. That's not normal, okay? I know that it's done this before when like my battery is going bad. I went and had my battery checked yesterday, and my battery, the guy said, was at 110%. It is beyond perfect. So I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what did they do? So right now it says I'm in 6th gear and I'm doing 500 RPM, 600 RPM. actually doing 1,600 RPM. So anyway, the point of this video is just to try to explain to you guys kind of what's going on with my Mustang. And if you guys are going through similar things with your shop, if your shop is, you know, saying a bunch of excuses and all this BS, maybe it's time to find a new shop and let someone else take a look at it. Now, again, I don't know if you guys can hear me very well. The car is very loud, and if I have to dub over this video, it's gonna be awkward because I'm throwing my hands up and shit like that, and it's not gonna be in sync. But if your car is going through similar things to where, you know, your shop is saying one thing and you've asked for other opinions, and the other opinions far outweigh your shop's opinion, your shop is probably tripping. Because my shop has been heavily tripping. This car runs like dog shit. It's got 46,000 miles on it, and it runs like it has 150,000 miles on it. Like, it runs like shit. And over and over I ask him for simple answers, like, okay, why didn't you take care of that? Doesn't reply. Oh, okay, well, what did you guys do to my tach? Doesn't reply. Like, it's simple stuff. The jolting, like, if I let off, my air fuel goes wonkers. It fucking bounces around, and my car jolts very slightly. He lessened it, but it still jolts. So anyway, next Thursday, I'm actually dropping this off at a new shop, which means I get to waste a whole lot more money, which is fun. We all love wasting money, right? So yeah, I get to drop this off, waste more money, have some fun. I mean, I'm excited though to at least see what they say. We're gonna start with diagnosing the car, see what they did wrong, and see why the hell it is the way it is. You know, it'd be pretty awkward if the whole time my old shop was right and they're like, nah bro, you do need this stuff. But it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm doing 14 PSI on E85 and I'm doing 498 horsepower. And the new shop said with 15 or 16 PSI, I should be doing 580-ish wheel. Like, okay, so I'm gonna gain 100 horsepower just by 1 PSI? Nah, then the shop that I'm going to must not be tuning the car, which again, everything kind of lines up. I mean, the job that they did on the car of installing everything was shoddy. Wow, look at that, all red. But anyway, the tune that they did of having it on the dyno for 30 minutes, I mean, obviously that was shoddy. It's just, I can't wait to just see how it's supposed to feel. I can't wait to finally just drive my car again. Since I've gotten the Pro Charger kit, I haven't really gone out racing. Like, I've gone out with a couple friends and dicked around, but I haven't gone out racing because it hasn't been where I wanted it to be. It's been either the same as my saline blower or less. And I was like, well, there's no point in racing it if it's gonna be the same. So I can't wait for the new shop to get their hands on this thing and tell me what is wrong with it. What I'm probably gonna do, like I said, they're gonna diagnose it, probably get it tuned on this pulley, tell me what we're at then, and then I'm probably gonna ask them, hey, if I ship you guys a pulley, can you guys tune it on that pulley? And then until I go ahead and build my heads and cams and all that stuff, let's just have it tuned on a pulley. And then after that, once I dump some more money into the car with the new heads, valves, cams, springs, all that stuff, then we'll be able to push hopefully unlimited boost. I don't know, we'll be like one of those like weird Middle Eastern pages where they're like ultimate super from hell, 999 horsepower, 999 PSI. Like, what? That's not even, that wouldn't work. Anyway, yeah, hopefully my car can be something like that where it's just like super tanky and it can just take whatever the hell I throw at it. But I know it's going to need more money. Now, hey, smart guy, look at you. You are the smartest fucker ever. Wow. But yeah, it just sucks because the whole journey of this car was I went and originally hit up the shop and said, hey, I want to be around 700 wheel. Can you get me there? They said to buy this Pro Charger kit. So I did. I bought the Pro Charger kit. And then they said, oh, well, now you need to go E85 because there's no way you're going to be able to do it on 91 octane. I went E85 and now they're like, oh, it said, oh, now you're going to need to build your heads because your heads can't handle it. I think, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not going to dump any more money into this car until I know I need to. And as of right now, I don't think I need to. I think maybe my heads can handle more than they were expecting, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go home and wrap up this video. I hope this was a little insight on kind of what's going on with the Mustang. I do want to keep going and building the Mustang. Again, I've already put so much time and money into it. It would be kind of weird just to sell it right now. You know, it's crossed my mind, don't get me wrong. I've thought about it. I'd be like, dude, like, I wish I could sell, but it's not even in good enough condition of running to sell. And then also, it's like, I would do a poll right now, but this tune doesn't, I'm not confident in this tune. I don't feel like this tune has the best interest for my car. I think it had the best interest for their time, and they just balanced a few numbers and that was it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I really hope that this new shop can get it figured out, because that would be great. They seem like really nice guys. They seem like they really know what they're talking about, just from speaking with them over email. So I can't wait. I hope you guys aren't burnt out on the Mustang. You know, this is all part of the process. When it comes to building a car, you have ups and downs, and my car just recently has had a lot of downs, but I think it's because of that shop and not really the car. The car itself, I mean, it's all there. That's the weird thing, but it's just the tuner is just lazy or something like that. I don't know. Again, I don't want to go ahead and say what tuner it is. I don't want to go ahead and put them on blast. Maybe that is the best they can do, and if it is, you know, man, more power to you. If that's what you think your shop, you know, is like, if you want your shop and that was the best you can output, whatever, that's fine. But I'm not going back there. I'm not gonna risk it anymore. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If I have anything else to say, I'll throw it in afterwards. Subscribe to see more videos like this and to hopefully eventually see this car running good one day. But until next video, peace.